Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
You already take magnesium. Smart move. But here's the thing. Not all Mag-Gly is created equal. Solaray's magnesium glycinate is fully chelated, never blended or buffered. That means it's actually designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. If you're ready to upgrade your muscle, bone, and relaxation support, choose a quality Mag-Gly that's perfectly chelated for ultimate absorption. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Owning a home is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. And when something breaks, it can feel like the whole day unravels. That's why HomeServe exists. For as little as $4.99 a month, you'll always have someone to call. A trusted professional ready to help, bringing peace of mind to 4.5 million homeowners nationwide. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Reminiscence a mission this day and age. Kellie and Telma, and we're turning the page. We're talking family matters. It's about those times. Tell them what happened. Read between the lines. Come on by with Kellie and me. Welcome to the family. Take us out, Kellie. Woo!
Welcome.
Welcome to the family, y'all. We're so glad to have you here today. I'm Telma.
And I'm Kellie.
And in the 90s, we both started a little show you might have heard of called Family Matters.
And for today, we rewatched season 1, episode 4 of the show called Rachel's First Date. And this will be a fun one for you, right, Telma?
Well, that's what they say. We'll see about that. But before we do that, what up, girl? What happened with you this week? Uh-oh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Oh, I have those weeks too. It's not a bad thing.
Right.
Sometimes nothing is good.
Isn't it though? I think I finally gotten to the place where I don't need to be constantly entertained or doing something to feel like my life is good. And I feel good about it.
Well, your time off for you is good. You got 2 kids.
Exactly.
Well, girl, I went to Atlanta. Now, you remember my sister. You met her at the party.
Yes, I do.
She's all crippled now. She had the nerve to try to step over a puddle of water, slipped, fell, and broke her hip. Okay? So she just got out of rehab. I thought I'd take her out to one of her favorite places in Atlanta. Well, it's one of mine, too, because we love our seafood boil.
Okay.
So we were going to Juicy Crab, girl. Ooh, Juicy Crab got the best crabs, girl, and corn and the whole bag. You know, you shake it up and stuff. So we hobbled on in there. It took us about 20 minutes because, you know, we had to walk behind her in the walker.
Okay.
But once we got there, got settled, I got my little spicy margarita. My brother-in-law got a beer. My sister got lemonade because she didn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all just excited about our food. Food came. We were just about to open the bag. We had our plastic gloves, our bib, everything on. It turned into a club. A DJ fired up. People started dancing in the aisle, swinging their braids over the food.
Oh, my gosh.
It was not cute, okay? And we're all puzzled thinking, wait a minute, what's going on? Then it quiets down after a couple of minutes and we're thinking, oh, he's just trying out the equipment for later. No, it was karaoke time.
Oh,
Girl,
wow.
when I tell you people need to stick to their day job, that is exactly what I mean. You know, it takes a talent for somebody to play something in one key and you can sing the entire song in the wrong key.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
if I'd been drunk, I'd have loved it because I'd have been cracking up. But girl, we had to pack up our food and hobble on back out of there. It was
So
too
you
much.
became the Simon Cowell of a crab shack?
There you go. There you go. And I couldn't act up because I'd already been nice, signing autographs and taking pictures with people and stuff. So I had to have some act right. So I just left because I knew I wasn't going to act right for long.
Oh, my gosh.
And pay that much money for food. But boy, when I tell you the crabs was juicy and
Were
good.
they? Oh.
So that's my what up, girl.
Oh, wow. Do you remember the first time you took me to eat crabs? And you know I'm from Maryland.
Mhm.
And so we don't exactly use mallets.
No, you don't. You use your teeth.
We
And
use
your
our
hands
teeth.
and stuff. It's just
And
crazy
you were looking
looking.
at me like I was Dino from the Flintstones.
Well, you
Because I was
were.
like cracking the crab. You were
I was like, Kelly, you're on TV. Calm down. Step away from the crab. Do you remember
Exactly.
you're the first person I ever had oysters with? You introduced me to oysters.
Really?
You sure did. That was
Yeah.
my first time. I love them. Love them. Love them.
I introduced you to something?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
And
wow.
church. Don't forget about that. But that's another whole segment.
All
But
right.
girl, let's talk about this segment where Rachel's getting her freak. Well, no, she's not getting a freak on.
Slow down.
Slow down. Where they're trying to pry her out of the house, I should say.
Today we're talking about Rachel's first date, which was the 4th episode of the first season of the show. So this was your big episode, and it was your first date after your character's husband had passed.
Yes.
Now, the episode was written by Sally Lapidus and Pamela Els.
And was directed by John Bohab, who in another part of my life was the director that we made cry on Bosom Buddies.
Is this you guys?
Girl, you guys, girl. It's you guys. That's him. Every time I see his name, I have to giggle because we were just horrible to him.
Oh, you used to tease him so bad about that on the show.
Oh, so funny.
No, but tell that story really quick.
Well, it's just that when I was doing Bosom Buddies, it was our first series together. Me, Tom, Peter, Wendy, Donna, Holland. Well, Holland was civilized. The rest of us weren't. And we would just get into these silliness. I mean, just being silly where we'd start laughing about one thing and it would just escalate to the point where we were basically hysterical and needed to be slapped. And John was trying to direct us and he was trying to calm us down, but everything he said just made us more tickled. So we were basically in hysteria and he was screaming at us over the mic. The more he yelled at us, the funnier it was to us. And it was just a hot mess.
Oh, wow.
And we finally calmed down, but it took about a half hour. But he was so red and done with us. And I don't blame him. We had no couth.
Okay.
But it was fun.
Yeah. It's so fun you were talking about it all those years later on our show.
Because I never made a director cry before.
Oh, Lord.
It's a feat, girl. They usually make you cry. Especially when you see those shots they took of you later on.
Okay, so now on this episode, your character, who's a widow, gets back into the dating pool.
Well, she gets shoved back into it. She doesn't jump into it.
Well, you are a third wheel to the couple.
In fact, if you look up third wheel in the dictionary, you see a picture of Rachel right between Carl and Harriet, grinning.
Oh, Lord.
That's how much of a third wheel she was and had no clue, just clueless. So what else was happening in the world on that day?
So the number 1 Billboard R&B chart album was Rhythm Nation 1814 by Janet Jackson. Your Girl. And the number 1 Billboard Top 200 was Forever Your Girl by Paula Abdul, who was the
Isn't that
choreographer
crazy?
for Janet Jackson.
Wow.
That's
hey,
crazy.
the stock market experienced a historic mini crash, nicknamed Black Friday. I remember that. The Dow Jones fell by 190 points, which at that time was the second largest one-day percentage drop ever. And that was Friday the 13th.
Oh, we praying for that kind of drop these days.
Yeah, keep praying. So, this was Jaleel's first non-first appearance on Family Matters.
So this was the first show after he appeared on the show first.
Nope. Our crack team found out he was in the show because his character was so popular that they lifted pieces of the shows where he was in the show and put him in the front
in the cold opening of show 4. That was the first one.
Oh,
when
wow.
actually his first show was the 12th show, and the name of that show was Laura's First Date, which kind of funny. But yeah, that they lifted it and put it in there. That's why there was no real introduction or anything. It shocked me when I saw it because I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know he was in the show that early.
Right, I thought that too, because it was like the 4th episode. I was like, I thought he didn't join the cast until it was like the 13th episode, correct?
No, it was the 12th. It was the 12th.
Okay.
And that is a funky fact up front. I wanted to ask you, why did you use your middle name? Was there another Kelly Williams in the guild or something?
Yes. There's another Kelly Williams. The one that was on the white Kelly Williams is what we call her.
I would have said the other Kelly Williams, but okay, we'll call her the white Kelly Williams.
Anyway, in the business, when you have the same name as other people, they sometimes put things to differentiate you. So I think I started using that because somebody else had that name already. And my parents in the 70s smoking plenty of weed, they loved it because they love Shanine.
I was going to ask you, where did they come up with Shanine?
The Shanine, honey. How you think they came up with Shanine?
Oh, God, I don't want to know too much. Don't tell me too much now.
I'm not going to put them out there because they upstanding citizens at this point.
At this point, well, they've worked at that then because they weren't when I knew them. In fact, none of us were. Well, we keep getting sidetracked.
Okay.
Now, you kids get to leave the house.
Right. All of the kids are going to be gone for a sleepover. So Carl and Harriet decide they are going to go out for a lover's rendezvous and have a date night.
Do you have a problem with your kids staying over at people's houses? Do people still do that?
No, they don't. That's like a new thing now where that's like a huge no-no in these days and times. Sleepovers are basically for people that you are Maury Povich 5-point DNA match close with.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So they can stay over at my parents' house. They can stay over your house.
Right.
They ain't staying over nobody else's house because I don't want to have to go to jail.
And, you know, it's not really, I mean, I was very particular, and so was Gerald back in the day. I mean, he didn't want to stay with anybody. In fact, there were times when I did get him to stay over that I'd have to pack a lunch for him because he had to have particulars, you know.
Exactly.
But I think even then, we were very mindful of who he was with. He was always with family or somebody, like you said, very, very close to family.
Right.
Although I didn't mind kids staying over, and parents apparently didn't mind that either.
You remember
because
that?
they felt safe. Oh, girl, I used to have a house
this
full.
person's house. You can stay over this person's house. Other than that, they can come over here.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
they would. And they would. I was wondering about that because I know times are a lot different and you just don't know where you can take them and who you can trust with them anymore. You have to be very, 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 very vigilant.
And I think, again, this is part of being like an old parent, like you're afraid of everything. I'm watching the news and I'm thinking they'll be to Mexico by the time I even know what's going on. Should I put a plan in them so that I can track them to the...
You better put a tracker on them, girl. Put a tracker on them.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was nice. And they were so excited. And of course, they were going to just have this moment to themselves. I actually get a call from a gentleman for a date.
From the church.
From church, yes. And obviously, he's not ringing my chimes because I keep dodging.
Yeah.
And lie to him saying that I've got so much to do. Hang up. Soon as they say they're going out, I want to know what they're doing. I got nothing to do. Let me just find out if Mother Winslow can keep Richie. And away I go. And I get to pick the movie.
Right.
I pick a romantic movie
for
the three of us.
Correct. But I want to call your attention to something else that I've been noticing as I watch every episode.
Mm-hmm.
When I say you was dressed down, oh my God.
Don't be hating.
No, I'm not hating. But I mean, clearly, the starving artist had a personal cell phone number of Karl Lagerfeld and Mr. Givenchy and everybody else, Gucci and everybody else. Because when I say you was put together.
And, you know, I mean, I have to give it to Gina Triconis. She did her thing on this, you know.
My God.
I mean, she was mixing patterns before that was even a thing. I was watching the black and white outfit. It was so cute with the saddle shoes.
Right.
And wait a minute. The saddle shoes had red bottoms. I'm sure they weren't Louboutins, but they had red bottoms. They did. I think she got a lot of fun out of dressing me. And probably those things look more expensive than they were because there were a bunch of us.
Nah, honey, that stuff was expensive. Or at least you had the tailor of life.
Well, we did have the tailor of life. We had ABC at our disposal.
Right. No, the whole Warner Brothers team.
Oh, girl, stop it.
Yeah.
But I did love how she dressed. In this episode, you get to see her in her Annie Hallish kind of
Oh,
dress.
honey.
And then you get to see her really dressed as a grown-up, which is nice. Yeah,
Right.
Gina was good. I
Yeah.
got to give it to her. You were so funny in this episode. You are just the loudest mouth. You want to tell everybody's business. You got something to say about it. Face it, you stink. I mean, you just were ragging on everybody.
Well, no, you know they wanted me to be like a mini version of Jo Marie, baby. And if you ain't bringing it, baby, you ain't it.
Honey, well,
Because
you were
you
bringing it
know-
harder than she was. Oh, this episode, you were so funny. Man, your takes on stuff for a kid, you are harsh.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are harsh.
Yeah, well, she was the mini mom.
Yeah, she was. She was very much that. So, Kelly, you were a new actress coming in. This is something I was wondering about.
Mm-hmm.
You were given a lot of responsibility on the show. I mean, you were a smart ass. Let's just say that flat out.
Right.
But it's not always easy to take on that kind of character. Did you find it easy because it was written so well? You're from theater, so
Right.
you had already done theater, which was something I didn't do till I was way over 12.
Mhm.
Way over 12. So do you think that kind of gave you the platform where you knew how to deliver the lines? Was it that the lines were written so well it was easy for you? Because they say if it's not on the page, it's not on the stage.
Right.
Did you find that a lot of responsibility or did you just have fun with it?
Well, no, I think once you're trained in theater, you usually just look for the rhythm and then you just jump in like double Dutch rope. And we were really surrounded by really seasoned performers.
That's
So
true.
when you approach something like that, you already know that you have to bring your A game one, but it's easy to have a soft landing when you're dealing with professionals.
Well, you certainly had the wherewithal to keep up with each and every one of us. And coming from theater, like I said, I didn't do theater till I was good and grown. So I didn't have that kind of background.
But I mean, you were on the stage singing. So that's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're still
yeah.
emoting.
Yeah, but it's different since I have done theater now. It's a
Mhm.
little different.
Yeah.
Because you are affecting the audience. When you're singing, the audience sometimes is singing along with you. They're into your rhythm. On stage, I think you have to find the rhythm.
Right. But
That-
I think
that
it's
works for you.
also, again, I can't say enough about the adults on the show. You guys were so responsible in the way that you guys handled us.
Honey, we were so glad to have a job. Come on now.
Well, hey, I thought
Whatever
it was
we
just
can
the
do
type
to
of
keep us
person-
on the air.
Listen, baby, stand here and say this.
Right. And I'll say it again.
Exactly.
Now say
No,
it like I told
this. Right. Come on,
you.
Ike.
You know? I mean, that was the lesson for me with having Steve come on the show and be so popular.
Mhm.
You have to make a choice. 'Cause I remember saying at one time, well, whatever keeps us on the air works for me. You
That
know,
part.
I didn't always like it because the show I felt was our show when we started and that we had a strong presence there.
Mhm.
But the bottom line was what is going to keep this show on the air because ultimately the audience picks who they want.
Sure.
It's the audience play.
Right.
And we had to let our egos take a back seat, you know, being
Absolutely.
the
And when
adults
you
and
would-
the seasoned performers and
Right.
thinking, you know, what?
But when you were strong performers, you definitely don't want to be the weak link.
Absolutely.
So you better get up there
Absolutely.
and say them lines and do it right the first time. Otherwise,
We didn't have any weak links, though. I mean, even
No.
though Judy's character didn't get a chance to do a lot, when
Mhm.
she did get a chance to do it, she did her
She
thing.
hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
definitely.
had a very talented cast. Well, let's face it, Bob Boyette and Tom Miller were no novices at creating
Right.
a dynamic cast. They had done it over and over and over again.
when people set up a rhythm, it's easy to join if you know how to play
Mhm.
the instrument. It's
All you
like
got to do is catch.
a maestro. Correct.
Mhm.
So you guys made it easy for us.
Oh, well, I'm glad. You all certainly made it easier for us because I've been on some of those shows where the kids, yikes, just not a lot of fun because I can't beat them up the way I want to.
Baby. Okay, but let's get back to the episode because
Mhm.
when you get back from dinner with Carl and Harriet,
Mhm.
they decide to talk to you about your third wheelness.
Yes, they do. In a very real way. And of course, Carl, the author of Subtle Tactfulness, wants to be the one to say something. And as soon as he does come out of his mouth, he hurts my feelings.
Right.
But she deserves it. She is just oblivious to everything. And she forces him into it.
Right.
But Carl just doesn't know how to stop. You know, he'll
Mhm.
step in it, then he'll get his other foot, put that in it. And if he can't possibly dive into the hole that he's digging
Mhm.
at the same time, And I love the way it's an acknowledgement of he helped put her in that position because he was the one that was always, well, no, we can't leave her at home. No, we have to take her. We don't want her feeling lonely.
Right.
And so he kind of made his own monster that
Right.
he's dealing with now.
But in his tactlessness, he actually convinces the character to go on the date with Alan,
Yes.
which was what moves her into actually accepting poor Alan's proposal.
What do you call him? Poor Alan.
Yeah.
Poor Alan. Huh?
Listen, let's be frank. Rachel was all over the place. Okay?
Yeah, she's not well. She's suffering from trauma. She's got a lot going on.
Listen.
She needs help. But you know what?
Hmm?
I love their choice for Alan. I
Yes.
thought Peter Fitzsimmons, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you were wonderful. I didn't know enough about acting to realize how good he was because he underplayed everything, which made it even funnier. Really like the way with Eddie and the twos. I mean, the cards with you, with the singing. I really love the way he played that character. So shout out to you wherever you are.
Okay, now, also, did you peep your workout outfit, that 80s?
Oh.
Baby, that body was over.
Yes. If anybody wants to know how I feel about looking at myself all snatched, the
Oh, honey.
breast. This was pre-bad knees, pre-bad hip, pre-bad everything.
Baby.
But yeah, I was snatched back in the day.
Oh, my.
And it was easy to stay snatched.
Mhm.
Now I have to literally wrap tape around it to get it snatched.
Oh, please. Honey, you still looking good. You talking to somebody who's all butt and gut.
Oh, no.
So cut it out.
Well, the butt part is always good, so don't worry about that. I'm sure our husband isn't.
Our husband?
Our husband.
I love it. Okay. So when she comes back in from the gym, she gets a call from Alan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what does she decide to do?
She doesn't really decide to do anything. She doesn't have a choice. She's forced into it. With Harriet sitting basically on her shoulder, she can't even lie good. So she has to accept, which for her may not seem like a big deal, but it's a huge step for her. And that is kind of why she goes off to feed the baby that she leaves with her brother-in-law.
Right.
And comes back to get a bag and still leaves a baby.
Right.
It's a big turning point for her. Carl makes a point of saying, it's been a year and a half, but if you've lost a loved one, a year and a half really is not a lot of time. And I've not gone through that kind of loss, but I can't imagine, not saying it wouldn't be, but that in a year and a half, I would be ready to do anything.
Right.
So it doesn't seem like it's that big a deal, but for comedy, it is. So we get to enjoy that part of it and make it something that's enjoyable and entertaining as opposed to totally depressing.
Okay, so the date night comes and she can't decide what she's going to wear.
That's just an excuse.
Right. Okay.
She's just really trying to figure out how she can not go and stall long enough where maybe he gets sick of waiting on her and leaves voluntarily. Of course, none of that happens. But Judy and Mother Winslow come home. And of course, there's always that moment in our show where Carl's made a mess of his attempt. Harriet's trying, she's sick of me. One of my favorite lines in the show when she's upstairs and I've changed clothes and I hate everything that I'm wearing. And I tell her I can't do it. I just can't do it. And she says, Alan is down there with our kids. He deserves something. I'm just like, wow, sis. Selling me out much?
Well, did you see the scenes of him enduring the Motown Review, the magic tricks, the card trick, child?
That's what I mean. He was so funny because his humor was so subtle. He did not pounce on anything and make it a joke, which made it even funnier.
Did you also notice how, I love the scenes where we kept going back and forth to Rachel's bedroom, which was like a suite from Dynasty. This house is a row house in Chicago. And meanwhile, you laid up like Devereaux on the bed, laid out with a pussycat and a fur.
And not a crib to be seen in the room. So
not
apparently, I'm not sharing.
No.
You're not sharing.
No.
Eddie's in the attic. Judy is upstairs somewhere.
So the house was a clown car.
It was. You go upstairs and then it stretches back 2 blocks.
Correct.
I mean, it is ridiculous because every time you see a room with us in it, it's like, how can they have that many rooms? And I mean, Mother Winslow's room downstairs looks like a little doorway, and then you walk in, and there's like an entire suite with an ensuite bathroom.
Listen,
This
if you
house
come from a
is-
town that has those row houses, you know it ain't but that big.
You be in somebody else's house. You have walked out of your house and into somebody else's
That
to take a
part.
bath.
That part.
Yeah, that was funny. I got a kick out of that.
So Mother Winslow comes up to talk to you.
Yeah, there's always that moment when someone in the show is about to impart some wisdom and, again, demonstrate why this family unit works so well. It's because they are all in the business of loving and helping and supporting and encouraging their family members. And of course, Mother Winslow, who has lived a very full life and lost a husband, would be the one to be able to decipher things that even Rachel isn't quite in touch with. She just doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to face the fact that she's a widow. She doesn't want to face the fact that her life is never going to be the same.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have peace with it because she doesn't know how to.
Right.
And so it's a wonderful moment when Rosetta comes in and just sits on the bed. It's so funny. She says, "Can I talk to her?" And Carl, "Yeah." And goes sit on the edge of the bed. I mean, he is just in the way all the time. But her conversation with Mother Winslow actually made me tear up, because I haven't watched the shows like that. So I'm watching it as an audience, and I just thought that that was a really good scene because there were people, and still are, people who have lost a loved one, who have lost a mate or a child, and don't feel comfortable enjoying life after that because you have this feeling that somehow you're being disloyal, that somehow you're not honoring them if you go on living the way you did before. So I really love that message, and I love the way Mother Winslow brought it. And I especially love the fact that she was sneaking around dating and nobody knew that she was a floozy in real life. I just love the dynamic of those moments with us.
And I guess I wasn't paying attention when I was younger, but like now rewatching it, Black women are so dope.
Say it again.
They're so dope. How they just know how to get things done. They always know what to do when and know what to say when it's necessary. You're so like that too. You always got something in the bag for everybody else. It's like some kind of geyser with love and joy.
Well, there's always a well.
That is so dope to me.
Yeah.
I hope I get that.
But Black women have had to do more than the average bear, even with a mate a lot of times. So we're strong. We're strong, we're tough, and we are dope, as you put it.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to the socials, though, that a lot of young Black women are like, "Listen, baby, I'm trying to be about that soft life.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go up the rough side of the mountain no more. That's over with." What's that song? Go to get the bacon fried in the pan, do all this. No.
They ain't doing Helen Reddy and all those people.
Nah.
Ain't doing those songs.
Listen.
They're telling the man to go get the frying pan and the bacon and cook it and bring it here. Is that what you're saying?
You know my saying. Look, do you want dinner or sex?
You do say that.
Listen, my husband knew I didn't hide a thing. This is exactly what you get.
And he did it anyway. I was there.
This is how you getting this stuff into heaven. I don't care. I'll take it.
Girl, you are sick.
Magnesium supplements? You've mastered the basics. Now it's time to optimize. If you're serious about dialing in your health, upgrading your magnesium isn't optional. It's the key to leveling up your whole body. That's where Solaray Magnesium Glycinate comes in. MagGly from the #1 magnesium brand in health food stores. Solaray has a 50-year legacy of delivering quality and trust in every capsule. Each ingredient is triple tested for identity, purity, and potency in Solaray's GMP certified facility in Ogden, Utah. That means what's on the label is what's in your bottle. No guesswork, just premium MagGly. Plus, it's chelated in-house for powerful muscle, bone, and relaxation support that's designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. It's the upgrade your routine's been waiting for. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or Solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
If you're struggling with weight loss, start your journey at loseweightnow.co because Orderly Meds helps people get real results with proven GLP-1 semaglutide starting for as little as $74 a month. No waiting rooms, no confusion, just real support and guidance you can count on all year long. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Meaningful Beauty, the famed skincare brand created by iconic supermodel Cindy Crawford. It's her secret to absolutely gorgeous skin. Meaningful Beauty makes powerful and effective skincare simple, and it's loved by millions of women. It's formulated for all ages and all skin tones and types, and it's designed to work as a complete skincare system, leaving your skin feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. I recommend starting with Cindy's full regimen, which contains all 5 of her best-selling products, including the amazing youth-activating Melon Serum. This next generation serum has the power of melon leaf stem cell technology. It's melon leaf stem cells encapsulated for freshness and released onto the skin to support a visible reduction in the appearance of wrinkles. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews, why not give it a try? Subscribe today and you can get the amazing Meaningful Beauty system for just $49.95. That includes our introductory 5-piece system, free gifts, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. All of that available at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Okay, back to the story.
Back to the story. We come down and we see Rachel finally decides to descend down from her palatial situationship upstairs. And again, she's snatched.
Yeah, I was snatched. I like that outfit. I wonder why I didn't take more clothes. I got to learn something. But yeah, I like the way it came together at the end. I liked his line. Thank you for a fascinating evening.
It's double entendre.
And you know what else made me really laugh was, well, I always laugh when Carl gets his face broken, but the whole thing with him telling Alan, mention my name is Shay Josephine. It's the only way you can get a good table. And he said, my family owns the restaurant.
Right.
And then he said, women are just like doctors, They always charging you an arm and a leg and always late. Get it? Doctors, late, get. He's like, I do. I am a doctor. and Carl's face when he gets busted like that is so funny.
So is there any advice that you think Rachel or you would give single moms about dating?
It's hard. It's hard when you have a child because that child is always going to come first, and all men can't handle that. So if you come into a situation with a child, there is that you can't just be with me. You've got to be with my child as well. And if you can't handle that, then it doesn't work. Now, for me, because I was an actress and in that world, I also found it harder because you just don't know if people like you or they like your character or they like what you do or anything like that. But I would say don't jump in too quick. Always ask about a person. Just talk to them because you can learn a lot. Women are very intuitive. You can learn a lot about a person just talking to them. I can usually figure out in 5 or 10 minutes whether we're actually going to go on a date or I'm going to get sick that night.
Really?
I can work it, girl.
So wait a minute. So when you decide that you're sick suddenly, what happens then?
I'm sick. I have to go to bed.
Right then?
Usually I try to get sick before the date, so at least he hasn't driven all the way over. Now, speaking of dates, let me just ask you something, because I have one of these stories, too.
What?
Have you ever had an awful, awful date? Maybe a first date, a blind date. Ooh, I think I really like him date, and he turns out to be not what you thought.
I can be pretty socially awkward, so you probably should have asked my dates.
You can
When
be
dating?
social. Wait a minute, let me think about this.
Right.
You can be socially awkward?
Well, you don't know that because you love me, so it's covered. Listen, these are rose-colored glasses with you. Everybody else like, this chick is a weirdo.
Well, I know you're weird, but I just accept it and love you anyway.
Right.
Well, I had one. You want me to tell you about mine?
Please.
Girl, and it was out here. It was a blind date. Now, I've had 2 blind dates. The first one was at home. I was a young'un, like 21, old enough to drink, but shouldn't have been drinking. And there was a girl at Motown. She just really wanted me to go out with her brother. So she finally talked me into it, and I went out with some friends of ours. Eric and Mona were driving, and we went to a house party, and I wanted a rum and Coke because that was like the drink. Well, somebody made the rum and Coke, but they did it with 151 rum, which is like,
Jamaican
I don't
rum?
know, rum times 400.
Oh, wow.
So I had one drink and immediately just became a belligerent drunk. So we get in the car, we're going to the next party, and he decides since I'm drunk, maybe he can get a feel on. And so Eric's like clocking him on the back mirror, kind of watching what he's doing. And he said he was just getting ready to reprimand him when he saw me looking really, really crazy. I just turned around, looked at the guy, and threw up all over him. I threw up all over him. And they couldn't take me home because, you know, it was my grandmother and they were scared of her. So Eric took me to his mom's house to try to clean the guy up, clean me up, sober me up before he took me home. So they took me in the bathroom, sat me on the tub next to the toilet. But every time they would let go of me, I would just fall in the tub and they'd see my boots hanging over the side. And then I started screaming, "Is he still here?"
Oh, no.
I just went completely off. And then I think I blacked out because the next memory I have was waking up in my bed, in my grandmother's house. I had on everything that I had on when I left the house. Boots, coat, hat. They snuck me back in the house, but they said they were so afraid that she would wake up that they just put me in the bed and just covered me up to my neck. And I woke up. I was still drunk. I've never been that drunk ever again. It was horrible. But funny story and a true story.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually too pretty for that story.
Oh, well, I wasn't then. I wasn't then.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes it funny. People think I'm so sophisticated. Oh, yes.
You are.
I had to grow into it. I was young and dumb and having fun, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't. And that fool asked me out again.
Of
Can
course
you believe
he
it?
did.
I was
Of
like,
course
well,
he
let me
did.
go get some 151 so I can entertain you.
Oh, child.
No, I never went out with him again.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's
that's
funny.
my story since you didn't have one.
No, I didn't have. I don't remember if you remember. I didn't date that much.
Yeah, I guess not. Now that I think on it. And then when you went back home, I don't know what you were doing.
Right.
I do know you hooked a husband, so I was there for that. I do know about that. I
Right.
want to ask you about our husband.
Yes.
How did you two meet?
My friend Lori had a best friend who had a friend, Hannibal.
Our Lori?
Our Lori.
Okay.
You know Lori.
Mhm.
The friend goes, "Hey, I think my friend Hannibal will be a good mate for Kelly. Let's hook him up." So we're talking on the phone for a little while. We finally got together. And we never separated after that. We were together for like 2 years straight, all the time, every day. And I tell you how we wound up becoming a couple, like about maybe 3 weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there with him and I was enjoying his company. And I said, "Today you're my boyfriend or this will be our last conversation."
Oh, Kelly, there is something seriously wrong that works with you. God.
Well, no, he had been telling me all these stories about how he dated this person and that person and how he's not with them and this and that. Listen, honey, I listen very well. People tell the story. So, I mean, I was enjoying his company. He was enjoying my company. Honey, you want to keep enjoying my company and this isn't going anywhere? No. I'm not the type of person that befriends people that you really like.
And then want to stay their buddy while they date somebody else.
I have a girlfriend who does that. It is so
I don't get that.
crazy.
I don't get that.
She's like their best friend and they talk to her about all of their girlfriends. I'm like, girl, you crazy.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. As you know, that's hurting her feelings every time it happens. You never get over
Absolutely.
that.
And then she calls me crying. I'm about y'all. I ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have told them what was going on up front.
So I'm gathering that Hannibal's answer was, yes, you are my girlfriend.
Was there any other answer?
I was beginning to think there might be. You took such a long pause. You kind of scared me there. I felt a little heart flutter going on. I was, oh, Hannibal, I'm going to have to call you, baby. She looking crazy. She looking crazy.
No.
Time for some jewelry.
Listen, Easy or Uzi, we together.
Aw.
Yeah.
So cute, too.
Yeah.
What a great wedding that was, too,
Oh, thank
girl.
you. Thank you.
It was so much fun. I had
Yeah.
such a good time.
Yeah.
It was weird, though, seeing you as a married woman. Somehow in my mind, even now, it's hard for me to think of you as an adult. It's like you'll always be my kid. You know,
That is so weird because in my
yeah.
mind, you're still the same Telma that I met when I was 11
Yeah.
also.
I think that's part of what I enjoy so much. That was a hard adjustment for me when you left town because you'd been around me since you were 12 and all of a sudden you were gone. I couldn't go over to your house, over to your condo. Ooh, that condo was nice. Couldn't go over and see you. We couldn't talk. Well, we could talk, but it was hard that first year or so that you were gone, that I couldn't just go or you couldn't just come and see me.
Yeah.
I missed you.
Yeah. But you know what I love is that when I talk to you, baby, it's not a second of time that has passed.
That's
I
true.
love that.
That's
I love
true.
that. So I really love this episode because we got a chance to really deal with how people deal with grief.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it? Or do you ever really fully process it? Or do you just live with the person there? Kind of like the movie Beloved, where the person is not physically there, but they're still
That
a
feeling,
part of
that
them
spirit, yeah.
that is still lives with you. How do you deal with it?
Well, in the last probably 15 years, I lost my grandmom, you know, who raised me. That was difficult. And then 7 years later, I lost my mom. Thank God I've never lost a child, but I have a friend who went through that kind of grief. That kind of grief, I don't know that you ever get over. When my grandmother died, she was 94. I didn't want her to die. I didn't want her to go, but she had a full life. She got to do the things that she wanted to do. She got to travel. She got to sucker me out of all my money practically while she was alive on clothing and that sort of thing. But I could accept her death because it was expected at some point. A child, I don't know that you ever get over that kind of grief. I think it's something that you have to learn to live with because there are so many things that you will not experience when you lose a child. Say if you lose your daughter, her growing up, dating, her first love, getting married, having children. There are so many things that you miss out on that from the moment you have that child, that's what you're thinking of. I'm going to be a grandma someday. There's all that stuff that's built in. I would think that with losing a child, that's something you would have to learn to live with. The loss of my grandmother, the loss of my stepdad, the loss of my uncle, the loss of my mom, all those deaths were hard, but I could deal with them because I had a life with them and they had a full life.
Yeah.
I think that's a little different. What about you? Have you experienced anything like that?
I have. I come from a huge family. And so oftentimes in my family, we have cousins that are like, they help to raise you. You didn't have babysitters, you have older cousins.
Absolutely.
And one of my older cousins passed, and it hasn't gotten any easier. Every time I think about her, every time I think about, like you said, all of the things that I assumed that we would do and see and be together, it's not there. I wrestle with that because you have to not be so attached to your own idea of what you think life should be because it takes so many turns.
Yeah.
But the thought of her not being here is like devastating to everything I thought life would be.
Yeah.
Is life life without that person there?
I get it. I get it. I mean, I think about my son's uncle, who was only 33 when he passed. To be so young, he was such a vital part of both my family and his family. And I still think about how different things would have been had he lived.
Sure.
But you do have to go on. You have to press on, not just because you have a family and all of that and other people that are looking for you to be there for them, but you want to live for them. as well. My grandmother was so incredibly proud of me. Not at first, because she didn't want me to go off and be a singer and all that crazy stuff. She wanted me to stay in college and go be a business administrator or something. But she was so proud of me because she taught me to have my own mind. And that went against what she wanted a lot of the time. But she was so proud of what I did with my decision, just how it affected all of us, the joy that she got from it. I know she would want me to keep doing that, keep making her proud.
Do you ever feel her with you? Like,
I think whenever you think about them sometimes that they might be around you, but I haven't had one of those where you're sleeping and they're standing at the foot of the bed or nothing like that, because I probably have white hair if that happened. But I think all the people that you love, you feel around you.
So you arrive back home and Harriet and Carlo on the porch.
Our safe space.
Right. Because in a couple of episodes, that's usually where they wind up, talking everything out and the whole episode coagulates. Was that a space for you growing up too? Because for us, we used to sit on the porch and watch the rain.
Oh, God, yes, girl. In Detroit, we were on the porch soon as it got 54 degrees. We were sitting out there with a sweater. And it was really like you watch the whole world go by, your neighborhood. And we were out there from early in the morning to evening. You would sit out there, you would eat, you would argue, you would drink, you talk about each other. But it was a social gathering. It was a social place. And I think on Family Matters, it was our safe place. And you'll see that in several episodes, not just with Carl and Harriet, but with Mother Winslow, with myself, that there's a sort of soft landing on that porch. And when she comes home, she knows where to find him. And it's nice to kind of wrap up that segment. You get to see that dating wasn't such a bad thing after all. And I might have even sort of enjoyed it. I think we're all like that, to let them know that she was home and that she was okay. But yeah, the porch for me growing up was like our place. We had a porch downstairs and we lived in a duplex, so we had a porch upstairs too.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, you could flag everything that was going on in the neighborhood, and so could our parents, as a matter of fact. When we'd be trying to hide out and stuff, they could always hit that parent network of porches and find out exactly where we were. Damn it.
Exactly.
Foiled again.
You see Kelly down there doing so. Oh, child.
See, I'm going to get her when she comes. Well, I'll get her while she's down here.
Right. That's
everybody
like
be fussing at you all the way home. Get
your
buddy home. You know what you were supposed to do. You know.
That porch was like a watchtower at a prison. That's where you see everything. Get out of here.
You really did. You really did. But I don't know. It was such a wonderful part of growing up because there was that sense of community, because it wasn't just you on the porch. It was everybody that had a porch was on the porch.
Correct.
Those are great memories for me. I really enjoyed that, except, when my mom was out there acting crazy, because she did that every now and again, too. My mother would do some stuff, child. One time, this is when my son was a baby. He was in a walker. And we had an upstairs that had been an attic, but they had made it into a bedroom. And he was up there, and he, for some reason, when he would get in his walker, used to love to back up and run into the wall. He would hit the wall and bounce back in the walker. And he just thought that was just the funnest thing in the whole wide world. Well, one time he backed up, missed the entire wall, and went down the steps in the walker.
What?
I swear to God, I don't know where my mother was. It was like she appeared out of nowhere. She caught him before he hit the bottom of the steps, and then went running out the door, running down the street with him in the walker, going to run her to the hospital, I guess. I don't know where she was going. He wasn't even hurt. He was looking at her like, what are you doing? Had on my stepdad's house shoes. She's just slapping down the street, and we're trying, come back, he's okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me tell you something, Telma. Your stories always take a interesting turn. Like, it'll start off real, like...
normal.
Real normal. Next thing you know, a baby in a walker is a ping pong. Child, what?
My mother, she panicked quick.
Okay.
There was nothing calm about her spirit when something was happening.
Yeah.
She just went with what? And we're driving. She's still running down the street, and we're just, get in the car. Let's go get her. You know?
Wow.
But with the entire walker, she didn't take the baby out of the walker.
No.
She running with the baby in the walker.
Oh,
down the
wow.
street. My mother was 5'1", if she was that.
Really?
5'1",
Oh, wow.
and she flapping down the street. Oh,
Listen,
she was
baby,
so
I bet you my
embarrassing.
grandbaby gonna be okay. I don't know about them crazy mama who got the baby running down the steps with all this foolishness.
But believe you me, if she had to run to the hospital with him, that's what she was fair and determined to do. We didn't even know she could run. She
Goodbye,
can run.
Telma. Goodbye. Anyway, that's
Yes.
all we got for this week.
Yep. I have so enjoyed this. I just love seeing you, talking to you. I love our audience. Thank you all so much for just hanging in there with us all these years and just giving us this platform. We are so, so, so grateful. That's it for this week, but stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to rewatch each episode of Family Matters week by week, so make sure to rewatch the show right along with us. You can catch it on Hulu and TBS and a bunch of other places.
Welcome to the Family with Telma and Kellie is a production of iHeart Podcasts and Audiation. It's hosted by me, Telma Hopkins.
And me, Kellie Williams.
Our executive producers are Sandy Smallins for Audiation, Adam Rip, J.D. Hopkins, who also happens to be my son and Kellie's faux bro, and Jonathan Strickland for iHeart Podcasts.
The show is produced by Telma and I, but our series producer is Ireland Meacham, and our theme song's lyrics were written by J.D. Hopkins and Adam Rip. The theme song was scored and mixed by Matt Noble, who's also our series mixer.
And we'd like to thank Nikki Etour and the entire iHeart Podcast team. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at Welcome to the Family Pod for behind-the-scenes photos and more bonus content.
And don't forget to leave us a voicemail at our website, thefamilymatterspod.com. We want to hear your thoughts and favorite memories of the show. And let us know if you need advice, because we're good for some bad advice. We might be able to help you with your own family matters.
And make sure to rate and review us wherever you're listening. We are so excited to have you guys along for the ride.
Yes, welcome to the family, y'all. And we'll see you next time.
Welcome to the family.
Audiation.
You know that feeling when a story just grabs you and won't let go? That's the kind of drama that's waiting for you on Disney Plus Hulu. Mysterious post-apocalyptic thrillers like the acclaimed Hulu original, Paradise. Action-adventure dramas like Daredevil Born Again. And iconic medical dramas like Grey's Anatomy. Or maybe you want your drama with a side of comic relief with shows like High Potential. Find the drama you want on Disney Plus and Hulu with a bundle subscription. Terms apply.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
New year, new you? Begin at loseweightnow.co and make this the year you finally feel in control. With Orderly Meds, access-proven GLP-1 tirzepatide starting as low as $149 a month. It's simple, doctor-guided, and delivered right to your home so you can finally focus on feeling healthier and more confident. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed Human.